We have 50-50 in the United States Senate. That means we have 51 presidents. You all think I'm kidding. It gets harder. Any one can change the outcome.
Now the big question is, are there going to be more direct stimulus checks in January? And what does President Biden's Build Back Better bill actually include? Does it include a fourth stimulus check? And does it include an increase to the Social Security benefits every single month? Well, to find out, be sure to keep on watching this video. Folks, the whole goal of this channel is to providing you with reliable information about stimulus checks, Social Security benefits, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits. So support for another round of stimulus checks is continuing to grow very quickly. The chances that Democratic lawmakers, including Chuck Schumer, actually change Senate filibuster rules is actually very likely. And once Chuck Schumer does change filibuster rules, that means they can easily pass fourth stimulus checks in Congress without any problem. So I'm really hoping that this gets done. And this also means that President Biden's Build Back Better bill will be passed very soon this year. That's very good news. This all equals to more stimulus money for Americans, including senior citizens, Social Security, SSI, SSDI, RRB, and VA beneficiaries. More financial assistance will also be likely passed soon, which is good news for the millions of Americans that received expanded monthly child tax credit payments last year. And I know many of you are wondering what relief has officially been passed and what is currently going on in Congress. Well, under the American Rescue Plan, a $1.9 trillion relief package that was passed last year, eligible families received monthly payments from July to December as an advance on their child tax credit. So right now, Congress, lawmakers, and the Biden administration are actually still debating on how much should actually be going out to Americans in 2022. We all know that most American families received either $250 or $300 payments per child for the second half of the year, totaling either $1,500 or $1,800. It's also been reported now that those families will be able to claim the second half of the credit when they file their taxes this year. But the thing is that some families, for whatever reason, did not receive or chose not to receive those stimulus checks, everybody. Did you receive your stimulus checks for this year? Tell me in the comments down below if you did. But the families who qualify for the expanded federal child tax credit and did not receive the payments are still going to be able to claim the entire amount when they file their taxes in 2022. For families with children under 6, that's $3,600. Families with children between 6 and 17, that's $3,000. Plus, most importantly, many are wondering whether the expanded child tax credit payments will be going out. And as for extending the tax credit into 2022, well, the president definitely wants the child tax credit to continue throughout this entire year. That's going to be good news for all of us, everybody. It has been part of President Biden's Build Back Better plan this entire time. But the bad news is that Democratic Senator Manchin
reduce the impact that high gas prices have on Americans. We're asking other countries to think about maybe pumping more oil. Why not just do it here?
Well, to be very clear, federal policies are not limiting the supplies of oil and gas. Let me finish. Let me finish.
An executive order his
Peter,
first week that halted new oil and gas.
Let me give you the facts here, and I know that can be inconvenient, but I think they're important in this moment. To the contrary, we have been clear that in the short term, supply must keep up with the demand. And here and around the world, will we make the shift to a secure, clean energy future? We are one of the largest producers with a strong domestic oil and gas industry. We have actually produced more oil. It is at record numbers, and we will continue to produce more oil. There are 9,000 approved drilling permits that are not being used. So the suggestion that we are not allowing companies to drill is inaccurate. The suggestion that that is what is hindering or preventing gas prices to come down is inaccurate.
Would President Biden rescind his executive order that halts new oil and natural gas leases on public lands?
Well, 90% of them happen on private lands, as I'm sure you know, and there are 9,000 unused approved drilling permits. So I would suggest you ask the oil companies why they're not using those if there's a desire to drill more.